taking my enemies with me, and if not, they scar so they.
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining us again tonight. Welcome, VTX Live. We thank y'all for joining us. We have a great show for y'all tonight. Once again, my name is Martin X. I am your host, and we have for y'all tonight, Tropic Vibez.
What's going on, VTX Live? This is Tropic Vibez coming to you. Bring light, baby. Love and positivity, we're spreading it for all. We get to see the children, they are crying, they are ball. Know that with the music, me I spread the vibe quick. We finally have me try, me a fight for tick. The youth in our area, they causing all the trouble. We bring the music forward with the bass and the treble. Let me closing out the verse with the fire, I'm sure. But a bad man in a hearse and the evil is a curse law. Living Tropic Vibez, we rocking all night. We killing them with the rhythm and the bass line. Power to the youth, telling the truth, we unite. I say we're keeping it alive, reggae music on the thrive. We're marching forward, we gon' never die. Peace to the nation, from the creation, it's right. All the children, them are starving and suffering. Food and water, them I need to be strong again. President did not care about them. Separate them from the fun, they lock up in a pen now. Of the message of peace and positivity. No more hatred with I and I liberty. Come together now, we fight as one. We not back down till the battle is won, Lord. As I connect my feelings to spiritual meaning, a joy is restored upon me. And I know that the more that we fight for the rights of the people, it brings us together, I'll see. I see the singing Tropic Vibez, we rocking all night. We're killing them with the rhythm and the bass line. Power to the youth, telling the truth, we unite. Still we're keeping it alive, reggae music on the top. We're marching forward, we gon' never die. Peace to the nation, from the creation, it's right. Yeah. Big ups, guys. VTX Live, Tropic Vibez. That was Bring Light. That was from our album that we dropped last year, actually, Urban Expression. And it was actually the first time, I think, off the top of my head, that we actually played that live because we dropped it during the pandemic. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of the songs today are actually going to be pretty much from this year and last year, you know, so pretty much new material for us. This next song was the lead single from that album we dropped last year, Millennial Anthem. Big change of direction for us with this one. But I love this song to death. Truly. Pennies on the floor. I know that you want some more. Give it to you nice and slow. Give it to you all night long. Met you down at my boy's crib. There were hella bitches, but you're different. Caught a vibe and that was it. She said she wants me, but I know that she really needs me. She acted like she's not feeling lonely. Texting me to come through. She says I really care about you, but right now I'm kicking it with the homies, lighting up a blunt, sipping for this, thinking about what she told me. I'm thinking if ours is real, is she my ride or die? I can't tell. Should I stay or call it farewell? Bitches will be bitches, can't figure it out. They be running around, still got some doubts, but she's in the crowd and it's driving me crazy. I'm caught up in the nightlife, chasing them hoes, you already know. Using the more, trying to take it real slow, but it's driving me crazy. She wants me. I know that she really needs me. She acted like she's not feeling lonely. Texted me to come through. She says I really care about you, but right now I'm kicking it with the should I stay up on the That one's always, inside of art is information. That one always a 30% chance of me singing that properly. It is what it is, yo. Once again, Tropic Vibez, VTX Studios coming to you live. We still got much more planned, so don't go anywhere, yo. Go ahead, put this shit on in the shower if you gotta take a shower. Put this shit on in the kitchen if you gotta go cook some food. Keep this on, keep rolling, yo. We still got plenty more to go. Next, we're gonna do a song called Keep the Faith. He was just a young boy, tender age of 17. He was living on the outskirts of a broken down city. His mama was a working gal. She works all day, all night to make ends meet. But the boy, he was growing up, growing into the street life. So he robbed and stole from the young and old. Got addicted to the power, he was out of control. Trapped inside his mind, one day he'll pay the price. Play the game but he don't know that it will take his own life. And the mother is right, she know a boy might die on the streets. She thought that he was not gonna make it alive. She prayed to Jaja grace that'll so make it all safe. She know that he must stay strong and that she must keep the faith. One day the boy went out, and then arose the situation. A knock on his mama's door, and then they pulled out a gun. And he ran back when he got the news, but by that time it was too late. His mama, she was dead and gone. He fell on the knees and prayed. Hard times plagued the family. The young boy was trapped in what he could not see. So he robbed and stole from the young and old. Got addicted to the power, he was out of control. Trapped inside his mind, one day he'll pay the price. Play the game but he don't know that it will take his own life. And the boy asked why his mama had to die on these streets. He thought that they were gonna make it out alive. He prayed to Jaja grace that'll so make it out safe. She know that he must stay strong and that he must keep the faith. That song was in part inspired by for anybody who's a dance hall reggae person in the audience or in the room. That song was inspired by a classic track called Footprints by T.O.K. So sometimes you never know what inspiration's gonna hit, man. That song always affected me, and me and Anthony especially, when we were kids, So sometimes you want to take something you love and kind of shape it into your own, So that was inspired by T.O.K. Footprints. We're gonna take it back to the R&B. That was beautiful what you just did, Anthony. Yo, big ups to Anthony, Tony Trill. Tony Trill on the guitar. I might as well introduce the rest of the band. We got Drew, aka Drewski, as we just crowned him, on the drums. Big ups, Drew. And then my name is Ryan. I go by Permanent Productions. Keep that shit permanent. Let's go. Ever been in your life? Psych now. I'm playing, just open that door, let's take a quick ride. I said you opened the door, you had tears in your eyes. Grab you by the hand, I said, shawty, don't you cry. Let's work it out, I'll make it alright. And I got this to say to you. Making love, making love, making love, making love, making love to you. Making love to you. Making love, making have to admit your soul is a blessing. Come up with no stressing. I know that you know that I'll never be messing around. I'm always in town, and the other girls will never hold me down. Girl, let me in, let's not pretend. I know that you wanna be out there. Then you opened the door, you had tears in your eyes. Grab you by the hand, I said, shawty, don't you cry. Let's work it out, I'll make it alright. And I got this to say to you. Making love to you. Making love to you. Goes out to all the girls in the audience. We're about to get that freaky on. Put a lot of it, come turn me on. Next song I'm really excited to do live. We actually dropped a new single this Friday entitled Wine and Rub. So as I'm sure there's many musicians in the room, many musicians possibly in the live stream. The quarantine period, you know, last year was definitely a creative time for us. You know, so all we had to, you know, we had shit to do, yo. So, you know, we were in the studio every day. I pretty much learned how to produce, you know, everything. And we created a lot of tracks, you know, a lot of different tracks, a lot of experiments, a lot of stuff that sounds like shit, to be honest, a lot of stuff that might actually work out to sound good. And this is the track. Well, this is one of the tracks that we thought might actually sound good, so we decided to drop this as a single. Released last Friday on all major streaming platforms. It's called Wine and Rub. We had to bring it up a little bit. Track number two, Wine and Rub. Yeah, that's a good volume. That's a good volume right there, yo. Yeah.
This shit's permanent.
Yeah, you know it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Play it hard.
Not taking no slack.
Fat ass, nice tits, bring it back. Got all my ways. We wind it
Rub.
Drink in my hand. Now we do it play it hard.
Not taking no slack.
Fat ass, nice tits, bring it back. Got all my ways. We wind it
Yeah.
Drink in
Yeah.
my hand.
Yeah.
Now we do
Yeah.
it
Shine eye girl, pretty body. Straight like a one shot and then
Hey.
she looking for a bite to gun up. The crystal is so fresh,
Can't touch this.
Girl smoke and drink, she a roll up. Me a puff with style, me a sinner. Grind up upon me and it up. Cock up your bump on me, ain't it pressure? Me a wild. Send me no one, no strife tonight.
No.
She a wild.
She
She
wild.
wanna leave with the right man tonight.
Hey.
Behold her, me want her. Turn off the lights, me a show her. Behold her, me want her. Turn off the lights for you. Yeah.
Playing hard, not taking no slack. Fat ass, nice tits,
I
bring it
right
back. Got all my ways, we wind and rub. Drink in my hand, now we do it Playing hard, not taking no slack. Fat ass, nice tits, bring it back. Got all my ways, we wind and rub. Drink in my hand, now we do it
She not get enough of this.
Nope.
Wine and drink down up real quick. With your gal, it feels so right.
So right.
Me and you do it all night.
all night.
All night. Alright. Smoking your weed
And it got me-
feeling right.
Oh.
Make love, no it's taking off to the morning. You know me, I never quit this story. Wake up quick, me grab my things, me phone nothing. And you know that we never stop to win my thing. Every night the crew will roll up to the next party. Never got me see, oh, I'll be the next things that I do beyond this magical. Not everything that I do is so talented. I just wanna get closer, kind up to you. Room spinning me, winning me, I tell the
Yeah,
truth.
playing hard,
Not taking no slack.
Fat ass, nice tits, bring it
right
back.
back.
Get all my ways, we wind and rub.
Rub.
Drink in my hand, now we do it Playing hard, not taking no slack. Fat ass, nice tits, bring it back. Got all my ways,
Hey.
we wind and rub.
Hey.
Drink in my hand,
Hey.
now we do
Keep
it
it going, keep it going.
Playing hard, not taking no slack. Fat ass, nice tits, yeah, bring that
it
back.
back.
Got all my ways,
Hey.
we wind and rub.
Come on.
Now we do it up.
He vibing back there.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
take it.
Do it up. Do it up. Yeah. I said. Wind and rub, grind that shit all up. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Everything Tropic Vibez, baby.
Yeah, man, you know what it is. This shit's permanent, baby. Keeping it permanent. Yeah. VTX Live, man. Stay tuned. We still got more to go. Stay tuned. Yeah, man. Tear the house down with that one, yo. Everybody's alive, yo. Everybody's alive. Shit. That was our latest single, once again, Wine and Rub, released last Friday. Check it out on all major streaming platforms. We'll talk about it a little later. Speaking of later, we got so much more planned, yo, so don't go anywhere. We still got 2 more songs to do for you guys, and there's going to be a lot more going on later on tonight. So with that said, we're going to finish off with some Tropic Vibez classics, some Tropic Vibez favorites. You always got to end it with the bangers, yo, so we're definitely going to provide. Once again, I want to introduce the band. We on the guitar, we got Anthony, a.k.a. Tony Trill. Tony Trill, yo, big ups. Anthony, do you have anything to say to the lovely crowd who's watching us tonight on this lovely Sunday evening?
Hey, yo, big up to everybody watching. And, peace and love.
Peace and love, yo.
Stay tuned.
And I would be remiss not to mention the man behind me, Drew Possumato on the drums, yo. Yeah, let's go. Drew, do you got anything to say?
I just hope y'all are enjoying the music.
Yeah, man. I also hope you guys are enjoying the music. Once again, my name is Permanent Ryan. We are Tropic Vibez. We got 2 more tracks for you guys. Here we go. This your master. We blazing. Let me take it back to the shock I can't feel. Separate the family, the rest they get killed. Working all the time, day in, day out. Everybody know that we gotta break out. Then I grab the pickaxe, then we walk to the streets. So we knock a master door, anything for a treat. We bless that fire, now we burn down the place. They're never gonna make us go through that shame. I said, is this your message? So yeah, but is this your message? Is this your message? So yeah, but is this your message? Is this your master? I say I'm is this your master? Is this your master? I say I'm is this your master? Tale of a young man that he's running through the city, dark and brown skin, and it's all like graffiti in the name of justice. Cause they fire from above. Scarred and wounded, he goes down with the show, they put the cuffs on him. But nothing's really changed for 100 years, and his whole people's been changed. Get sent to the Panama, the and the murderers, and one of them was up to him, still as fuck. Is this your master? I say I'm is this your master? Is this your master? I say I'm is this your master? Is your master? Say I'm is this your master? Is this your master? I say I'm is this your master? I say I am not a prophet, no I am a slave. But I know the wicked man never gonna age. But I know the wicked man that died in the text. I ain't never gonna know who Babylon go end next. No, if I stand against the wicked man, we only don't know the only road to Zion. If I stand against the wicked man, we don't know this only road to Zion. I said, is this your master? Second month, is this your master? Is this your master? Second month, is this your master? I do my is this your master? Second month, is this your master? Is this your master? Second month, is this your master? Yeah. Tropic Vibez, VTX Studios, keeping it lit. You know how we do. Yo, switch it up, yeah. Last song for you guys tonight, a Tropic Vibez classic. I would like to think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I say existential, yo, bring that shit back, bring that shit back, bring that shit back. Yeah, yo, let's go. That's how we do it. Yeah. Yeah. Existential government rule, the killer of society, the maker of fools. Got a 45 in one hand and a treaty on the left, but depending on what they do, we don't know what is next. I said, hold my hand and watch it fall off. They go bang, 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 then it all falls off. I'm witty in my livers, but I'm sober in my mouth. But I'm sweet in my victory, but the battle's now stop. Flawless peace in the sand to divide all the land, yeah. You take one step across and I'll shoot over here. It's funny how it goes, and it's funny how they show, and it's funny how we know, and it's funny how they know that freedom is the doom of the free when it's taken in the crotch of a busted society. Here I am the prophet and I'm shouting out these words. Here I am the prophet and I'm shouting out these words. Yeah. Show people the way. Tropic Vibez gonna show people the way. I said, show people the way. And now you kill me fire. I said you kill me fire. Chain is the God that we unbelieve. The cleanser of soul, the cleanser of sins, and they've taken it away, and they've taken it away. We know burnt taxes isn't a good place to pay, and that it's okay if you don't like me. Well, why do you got to screw with my family? I believe in this, you believe in that, but in the end, aren't we all just as like I say, evolution is a good theory, but it never said that we couldn't be friendly. Survival of the fittest, survival of the rich, survival of those who go and suck my dick. Now I got no room to hold no grudges, cause I got to hold these two big crutches. Here I am the savior and I'm shouting out these words. Here I am the savior and I'm shouting out these words. Show people the way. Yeah. Show people the way. Woo. Show people the way. And now you're killing me fire. I say you're killing me fire. Yo, mix it up. I say you're killing me fire. Now you eat all the land. You're killing me fire. Now you eat all the land. You're killing me fire. Now you burn all the land. You're killing me fire. Now you eat all the land. I say you're killing me fire. Now you're walking with the Tropic Vibez sound system. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep that groove going. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yo, big ups everybody tuning in. Still more to come, you know how it is. Yeah. Once again with Tropic Vibez, Permanent, Tony Trill, Drewski. Stay lit, stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all again for joining us tonight. VTX Live, it's been going down. We're really moving it. Once again, that was Tropic Vibez. If you guys have not heard them before, please check them out. They are amazing. They do great work, and this music is a vibe, hence the name. But stick with us. We're going to take a little bit of an intermission. We're going to get ourselves together, and we'll be back with the live interview with Tropic Vibez. VTX Live. Thank you.
Peace and love.
1 on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again, VTX Live. You know what? It's real great to be able to sit down with a group like this of amazing artists, Tropic Vibez. I know y'all just heard them, but now you get to, kind of enjoy who they are, figure out who they are a little bit, and, just enjoy the conversation at the same time. So, gentlemen, if y'all just want to go ahead and just introduce yourselves.
Drew, you go.
Yeah, I'm Drew. I play the drums.
Yeah, my name is Ryan. I play bass and vocals. Also go by Permanent, which is my producer name. Permanent Productions.
I'm Anthony. I'm the guitarist, vocalist / rapper, whatever you want to call it. And I go by the name of Tony Trill nowadays. So
Tony Trillio.
Hey, word. Now, just to bring forward, I do want to acknowledge the fact that you did come to us in the beginning and said that you want to let everybody know that you are blind.
Yes, sir. Blind as fuck, fully 100%. And yeah.
But that shit ain't stopping you from doing what you want to do at all. Period.
It don't stop me at all, bro. I adapt, find my own way, and get it popping.
Word. I like that energy, man.
There you go, man.
I like that energy. I see the cross from your necklace, so I feel like you're into energy. Like, are y'all into energy, anything like that?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I say he's definitely huge on that.
Word?
For sure, yeah.
I mean, no, I'm somebody like that too. Like, I have crystals and things like that, so stuff like that is important to me, or my life and other
See,
things.
you know the vibes, man. You know the vibes.
All right. So the song that you guys just did tonight, I know you guys said that you recorded a lot of this from last year, and obviously since the pandemic started, that screwed up a lot of things for many.
Everybody in this room probably.
Yeah, everybody. Honestly, if it didn't screw something up for you,
then you're weird.
then you're weird, or somehow you're down with the Roths. We're not gonna get into that, but I don't like y'all, so I'm playing.
He's saying he on his conspiracy shit.
Let me stop. But nah. So when it came to trying to make music in the pandemic, how did that work for y'all?
Shit, I mean, I guess the first thing to note is just how much time we had. I'll be upfront. I lost my job. I don't know about you guys, but I lost my job. So I had a lot of time, man. And I was just kind of starting to get into production, so kind of staying, kind of not really involved in the instruments. We're doing more of the production, using Logic, learning how to mix and master. So that, I kind of used that as a springboard to kind of start applying those skills to, to Tropic Vibez. So, so I started making a lot of dance hall beats, kind of making more electronic, dance hall in that style. And then that's really where the songs came from, It's just like me learning how to do that and wanting to apply it to something,
Well, before I get a little too far into all, I actually want to know, how did y'all meet? Like, how do y'all know each other?
Let me tell you the story. So we knew each other briefly back in like elementary school, like 4th or 5th grade, some shit like that.
Yeah. Me and Anthony.
Yeah. And we went to separate middle school, so it's like a break there. And I don't know what it was, bro, but like the summer of me like starting high school, whatever, I guess I had his number like in my contacts and shit. And I was like, yo, let me see what's good with this dude, man. So I hit him up, right?
I remember I was probably playing video games or like wasting time or some shit like I did in high school.
Yeah.
I was like, Anthony Markovski's calling me?
And this was like a random out of the blue.
Random as fuck.
Yeah, like some random person from like, yeah, completely. I'm like, what? So, yeah.
Yeah, so I hit him up, right? And we were talking, blah, 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 catching up, all this other bullshit. And I was like, yo, man, let's go get some subs and shit.
So we walked to get the subs.
Yeah, back then, he didn't have a whip and nothing like that. So we walked about like a mile or two and copped some subs and really just bullshitted. And that same time, maybe like an hour or two later, we got into music, all this, and he was playing bass. I'm like, yo, I just like started playing guitar and shit. And at the time, my basement was just being built, so I was like, yo, let's just go in the basement and see what happens. Bring an amp, bring all that other shit, and let's get it popping, right? And that same day, we wrote our first song. And that stuck with us for a little bit, but it sizzled down, we got better and whatever, and boom, we out here.
Word, okay.
And then Drew.
Yeah, how did
Drew get all that
story? With Drew, I was in, we both went to, Drew's almost done. Big ups, congratulations, yo. This cat's about to graduate college.
Let's go. All right.
Home stretch right here.
Let's
this
go,
week,
man.
Last week,
yeah,
actually.
Man. Yeah. But, there you go. But, Yeah, so
Apologies
we.
for the noise.
Yeah. I was mindful of it. I was like, oh shit, are we gonna trigger the mics?
Oh yeah.
I was like, never mind, Drew.
Hey,
I'm
nah,
not
for
gonna
that, you have to be proud of, man. Somebody that is able to, stay the course, go through college, graduate. I know some people look at it like it's simple. Some people look at it like it's not. Whatever. I don't really care. At the end of the day, you did something that's great, man.
Yeah,
You're doing something that's great.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yeah.
So what are you graduating in?
Music and jazz studies.
Okay, word. So how did you get connected?
Yeah, we actually both met in the big bands there at Rutgers because we're both majored in that.
It was guitar ensemble.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were in the big band too, weren't we?
You were right.
Yeah.
See, I erased that from my memory, yo. That shit was terrible. I was like, I'm not gonna fuck that.
Listen, I don't want to remember this at all.
No, but so what I remember, I think we were in two ensembles. We were in the big band, which is like, a 3-hour long rehearsal at like a Wednesday night. It was fucking ass. Nobody liked doing it. And then there was this ensemble called Guitar Ensemble, led by Vic Juris, rest in peace. And I remember, Drew, you came in like you transferred in from a community, right?
Yeah.
So you came in and I was like, oh shit, there's a new drummer, that's dope because we really needed drummers. And he was just fucking around, at the beginning of a rehearsal, musicians love to fuck around, Nobody could stay quiet.
Makes sense.
If you ask a musician to stay quiet, they rather die, to be honest.
Okay.
So everybody's fucking around. I'm fucking around, while we're waiting for the ensemble to start up. And all of a sudden, I hear Drew play like a reggae beat, and I'm like, oh shit. Because you guys gotta understand, nobody plays reggae around here. Like, it's not really a genre that's noteworthy around here.
Yo, I need to interrupt. Hold that thought, bro. We need to tell you that Drew playing that for Ryan was like a blessing. Because this was during a time where me and Ryan were like, yo, are there really no reggae drummers out here, bro?
Yeah.
You guys manifested it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We couldn't find no
manifested it.
drummer. Like, we went through so many drummers, shit happened with each of them, whatever.
You said you wanted one, and what happened?
Yeah.
Universe said, Universe said, okay.
You're right. Yeah, shit. But, he played out. I was like, yo, Drew, man, I'm in a reggae band if you want to jam sometime. And, we did, and here we are. Shit, it worked out, I guess.
Dang, that's crazy. That's like a fortunate thing to actually meet some, especially when you guys are just looking, you're like, oh, can we meet somebody? Find somebody.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden you look up and it's like, oh, he's right here. He's been here the whole time. Or the fact that you transferred in.
Right. So he literally swooped in, He just came in out of nowhere.
Now that means something. Like, that really means something where you were just like, oh, I'm just going to join this randomly. That's right. Okay, word. So for the music that you guys have been playing, that you play for us tonight, what is your 2021 looking like?
As in for the rest of the year?
Yeah. What is your plan for when you are you planning to drop a bunch of new music this year? Are you planning to do more shows? Do you have any upcoming shows you want to plug right now?
All right, let me tell you. So we're thinking of dropping an album, right? Because every year for the past, I don't know,
since 2017.
Since way back, right?
2017.
We dropped an album every summer.
Yeah, album or an EP. Yeah, something.
Followed by a single or like a single before, whatever, right? And this time, because like he told you, he's been producing whatever. We had this transitional period during the whole lockdown where we were like, yo, well, ain't nobody playing live, so let's just take advantage of this producing that he's doing. And by doing that, we made a whole bunch of songs. We're like, well, we got all this. What are we gonna do with it? So we thought about putting an album, but in this realm of produced music and shit like that, dropping music is very important, and especially in this genre that we're doing, like dancehall, R&B, hip hop. So we're trying to be more consistent and just dropping out mad singles.
Okay.
So as of right now, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Word.
So it's just dropping singles, because we were so set on dropping albums, and even to me as an artist, it's kind of heartbreaking to know that albums are not really hidden for a lot of genres, a lot of, I'm sure you know too, a lot of hip hop artists, they don't drop albums like that, at least when you're coming up,
when you were coming up, if you were dropping an album, at least from like, you know, the 90s, even into the 2000s, it was basically like through a label kind of in a sense, or you let you drop a mixtape and people just happen to catch wind of your mixtape. But now it almost seems like a singles game.
Yeah, you can't go on the block and be like, hey, yo,
I got a mixtape for you.
Now they're like, what the fuck?
Yo, we've done that before too. We've literally handed out CDs for free we used to go to the College Ave bus stop.
Wow, really?
And hand out. I don't even know if you know this. Yeah, we used to go to the.
Yeah.
We burned CDs. And my dad has an 8. My dad's old school. He has a tower.
Yeah.
8 CD burner. You could burn 8 CDs at the same time.
Yo, y'all was in there cooking.
Yo, we had to use those. You know, we didn't have enough money for like the official case, so we had to use like the paper joints. And just,
Hey, bro, but y'all was out there grinding
our shit on
though. You put your name out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny as hell.
It was a vibe. Man. But yeah, man. You know, with that said, definitely some more singles coming out this year. We got some big plans. You know, I guess we haven't said this publicly, but why not? We'll do it for the VTX boys. We're working on a music video.
Hey, VTX, we got the exclusive. We got the exclusive drop on that. They're doing
exclusive
a
drop.
video.
We're doing a video.
Stay tuned to that.
Man, should I even say more about it a little bit?
Yeah,
touch on it. Yeah. So we actually
got you, man. Whatever you like to say.
So we got. You're like, please.
Hey, if you want to drop the whole thing, go ahead and tell how.
No. Ain't nobody's hearing this shit. But anyway, we got. This is the first time we actually have a feature on the track.
Okay.
So we hooked up with this Jamaican artist who he's not, you know, he's kind of popping off in Jamaica right now in terms of like he's kind of getting on the radio. He's been on, you know, the way the industry is done in other countries is so different than here, man. Like, over there, radio is still huge.
Really?
TV is popping up. It's very interesting over there. So, with that said, he's kind of popping off on those platforms, and you know, we managed to connect with him, and we actually got him on the track.
Word.
So, it's gonna go hard. I'm telling you, we're still in the formulating stages, but I'm telling you, a couple months, guys, it's gonna be popping.
Hey, like they said, make sure y'all stay tuned. That video is gonna come, and you'll like it. I bet that, because the song is already fire. So.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's fire.
Yeah,
the song is already fire.
That's fire.
So, what influences y'all when it comes to what you do musically now? And I also have to point this out that, you know, when they came in, they were asking to hear Mobb Deep.
Yeah, all right.
But then they're doing, you know, reggae, dance hall, different things like that for their music. So it's like, what is y'all's influence? That's really like a thing I really want to know.
All right, let's take it back to the childhood, right? So growing up, you know, Ryan can relate as well, of course. There was like a little combination of different genres being played, you know, within the family, like barbecues, in the house, you know, whatever. And those genres were, you know, hip hop, like that old school stuff. There was, you know, a lot of that R&B, definitely like that classic 80s, 90s reggae, you know, like Barrington Levy, Buju Banton, you know, people like that, Yellow Man. And definitely on my end, there was a lot of like reggaeton, you know, that whole Spanish side. Hence why in that one song and all that we played, I have that verse in Spanish.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, why not? I listen to this. Let me throw that in there, see how the people are feeling it. And yeah, took that all the way up to here, and we're like, yo, why not play it? Why not create this shit? Because it's like, I guess you could say it in our blood in a weird way, right? And yeah.
Okay. Word.
That was definitely one of the conversations that me and him had that started off our whole music thing, by the way.
Okay. So does the groups like Mobb Deep influence that though, that style? Because I feel like you still give like rap lyrics, but over just it's not to me it doesn't seem like the conventional style of rhythm. I guess that I would hear from like those type of artists in a sense, but at the same time it's like it's obviously your own style.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, that's just really interesting to me. I think you guys have like a fire set and
Appreciate it.
what you do
Thank
is
you,
crazy, honestly. But I was just listening to it. I'm like, the fact that you're blending these type of lyrics over these type of beats, this is different to me. And I mean, I don't listen to a lot of reggaeton, a lot of, you know, Caribbean style beats or anything, things like that. But I think it's like, what y'all do is really dope.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Word. Yo.
Yo, Vinny. Vinny. Yo, I gotta say, since we're live on the
how did you end up meeting Vinny?
Let me hop in real quick.
Oh, my bad.
Shit, let me pause for a second. Oh.
Yeah, how'd y'all end up meeting Vinny? Because I feel like everybody's story, I always want to know this stuff from people because everybody's story of when they met or how they met Vinny was definitely like in a way where it was like, I don't know, I met this guy in a random time, random place, random this, random that, where it's like, oh, okay, somehow it worked out and you just connected.
I just decided like not to get a job and just be in music all the time. So like I feel like if you did music in the Central Jersey area, it was just a matter of time, you know.
Yo, this guy gets around, yo. Everybody knows this guy.
And when we were playing together, I was really into the jazz at that point too. So I was playing saxophone and like putting trios, quartets together, booking gigs and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't remember exactly.
I remember for us because we met in one of Barry's bands.
Oh, that's right.
So there was this. Yeah, I heard that groan. I heard that groan from the back. Yeah.
Who said that?
So.
He was hitting me up
Right. So there's this cat. Barry, right?
Vibration.
It's
Contact high.
Contact high. So
right.
we So I was in this group. We played. It was like old school R&B, funk, Afro-Cuban, that kind of stuff. And I guess one day they brought you in, and you were playing saxophone. So when I met this guy, I didn't even know he did this shit. All I knew was that he played sax and he was a nice sax player. I was like, I dope.
I appreciate that.
For real. But, then, I found out, shit, you got this whole operation going on. So,
this has been in the works for a minute. At that time, I was probably just like recording bands and mixing, mastering.
Right.
Stuff like getting started in that.
Right.
But this whole live stream thing kind of just started in January, like kind of the brainchild, putting it together.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, for anybody out there that is watching, we want to go ahead and ask y'all, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask anybody on here, on the panel, on the couch, chilling.
Yo, ask anything.
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck what you ask.
If you have a random ass question, whether
we'll still answer. Yeah.
I mean, are you trying to holler at one of them? Any ladies out there?
Holler at Drew, yo. He's like, what's up?
Oh, but yeah, no, for real. If you have any questions or even just a compliment you just want to give from just the night, just go ahead and hit us up. So back to y'all, Vinny and y'all. So y'all hooked up. That's dope. Y'all played in the band together.
Like a while ago.
A while ago. That's when y'all originally got connected. Then you obviously connected back through this. Now, I guess I'd like to know. I'm trying to think of like a random question I'd really like to know about them. Is there anything that comes to your mind?
About us? We're fired.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. You know everything there is to know. We stay lit, man.
Oh, okay. We have a random question from the audience. So, what is y'all's favorite food?
Food?
Yeah, food.
Oh man.
Like, all right, how about this? If you had to leave from here right now, say you were starving, what would be what would be the one thing you're like, yo, this is what I have to go and get, no matter what it is, no matter where it is, I have to go and get this.
Stranded on the desert island food.
All right, two things. So I'm allergic to shellfish, right? As of recently, but I can still fuck up some fish and shit like that. The other things, right? So it will definitely be that, and definitely some good Puerto Rican food, bro.
Okay.
Absolutely, any day.
If I was, let's see, right now, if I was like just like I could choose anything. This is actually mad funny. I would probably, if I'm here in New Brunswick and I was like, I'm starving, I haven't eaten for a week, I'd probably cop a halal plate.
Okay.
Extra white sauce.
For me, it'd definitely be wings over.
Yo, man.
Every time
I cop some shit that's like really nasty for me, but like whatever, it's just a vibe.
I mean, I remember going there all the time. We used to go to the halal guys all the time, but this was like original back like a couple years back in, I want to say 2014 or whatever, where like it was like a different different building, different area where they used to have the little Wild Guys at down here.
The one in it was probably in East Brunswick.
Yeah, somewhere random that we used to go to.
You had to drive, and the line would always be long because all the motherfuckers would be out there.
Exactly.
Friday night, 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh, yo, that was like party. That was like a party. Like that was when after party was pretty much happening. There, everybody was in the parking lot getting reckless.
Exactly.
And eating halal food.
It's a straight vibe, yo, for real.
Nah, it really was. That's what I loved about it. That's what. So, where's y'all come up with the name, Tropic Vibes?
Oh wait, 1 sec. I need to know Drew's food.
Right? Oh, my apologies. I did skip over that. My apologies, Drew. What is?
I need to know because I don't know either.
Chicken.
Just
Rice and beans.
Yeah.
Tostones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Preach.
That's all you need.
Okay.
This man keeps it simple, yo. That's what's
So, is there a specific place that you like to get those type of foods from? Like one specific place? Like, do you like a name? Do you know the name of it?
Well, around here, around here, La Ponceña is amazing.
Okay.
But
they go sponsor us, yo.
Yeah, they could, yo. That'd be amazing. But
Hey, if y'all need a band to come out and get your crowd popping,
Yeah, we got it, yo.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Hit me up, yo.
But so all right, so you said that one place is like.
yeah, they're Puerto Rican food. They're amazing. Tasted like home the first time I went there. Literally the first time I ever went there, I was I think it was my sophomore year at Rutgers. I was mad homesick when my friends took me there. It tasted just like my mom's cooking. It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Quick shout out to Aunt Emily. She says, "I love Puerto Rican food. Can't get it in Reno."
Oh, Reno. What's good in Reno?
Yeah.
Like, what's actually good, like, food-wise in Reno? I wouldn't even know. Yeah, I'd have to know, because I don't know, because I've never been to Reno, so. Let us know what Reno has out there. That's really
I don't know what kind of cultures, like, assimilate over there, you know?
Exactly.
Because I feel like that's really, what really determines what the food is like in a certain area is what cultures assimilate, you know? Like, you go to New York, you know, and, like, you can find every culture. So you'll find every type of food. So with that said, in Reno, I don't know. You know, I'm interested to know, yo. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like, yo,
you said it was Aunt Emily.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
Oh, Aunt Emily, please let us know.
She said sushi's popping out there.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Yo, this guy's been on a sushi kick recently.
Where's that fish coming from? Oh, man. What?
Oh,
That's that Emily Ocean fish, yo.
Trout? You catching rainbow trout in the lake down the street or something?
Never heard of real brand sushi?
Oh,
Man, I was got.
That's our director back there chiming in. Vinny K, our director.
I have important things to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Sound
dead.
it off,
Yo, my man really he just went off about the fact that there's no. Yeah, all right. I'm not too sure about any of that. Then I guess I'd have to figure it out. Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm not lying.
I'm gonna head over there soon and find out.
Landlocked.
Oh, he's still going. Man.
Oh man. Yeah. So.
Did y'all talk about the show the other day?
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah. So y'all went and played at Bezel. Hey, shout out to Bezel.
Bezel,
Yo,
Bezel,
El Bezel,
love,
the
man.
homie. Shout out to El Bezel Bars Club. Yo, that guy, Billion Bars Club. Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's been grinding. He's been putting on for a lot of artists out here in the New Brunswick, New Jersey area, and even outside of New Jersey, from like New York, Philly. What else? I feel like there was probably a couple other people from like maybe some other areas, like Delaware. I don't even know. Somewhere.
Always a great turnout.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, he always has a
great
crowd.
turnout. Yeah.
So how was the show?
Shit was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy, yo. That was the first time that we ever played. So, you know, like earlier we were talking about how I started producing, you know, like last year. That was the first time we ever played that shit live.
Yeah.
Ever, you know. So it was just really interesting to not, you know, because normally you're playing, the bass is in front of me, and you don't really realize how much your instrument is kind of like a shield in a way. Like, like at least like to myself, it feels like I'm behind something at all times.
And it's something that keeps you occupied. Because you like, you know, you got your hands, you know, you playing whatever, and then you singing.
Right, exactly. Like if you're playing bass and singing, like nobody's gonna be mad at you if you're like not moving, right? But when you lose that instrument, it's just your voice. You can't just stand there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You can't just stand. You know, and as a lifelong instrumentalist, it was a fascinating feeling, you know, to have to deal with that, you know. So I made sure I drank a good amount, and I was lit. I was lit. I'll be up front, but it was lit, yo. It was a great show. It was a great show.
No, I mean, especially when you put on any type of shows, like I know for myself, whenever I've done anything like that, you kind of have to like look at who you are as an artist and how you want to like show people who you are when you're on stage, because you have to have some sort of stage presence.
Exactly, exactly.
A lot of people forget that, especially when they're, when they want to do music and they want to be in this business. This business comes with a lot of different things that you may or may not be ready for, and performing live is definitely one of those things that I'm not sure that everybody is ready for, but you gotta have some sort of stage presence.
Stage presence and like interaction goes into that. How you like vibe off of the crowd, of their energy, and how you perform off rip, how you perform the songs, And
and that's one thing that you mentioned. You mentioned the energy. That was one thing that I was surprised about, is because us three, we play shows all the time. We've been on tours. We play in different states, and there's always a certain type of energy in the crowd, especially when you're playing reggae and people are chilling, maybe they're smoking, whatever, right? But when we were playing that show, the energy of the crowd was crazy. Like every single line that I said felt like it resonated.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He'll be like, straight liquor, one shots and Hennessy. The crowd be like, oh! After every line.
Yeah. Like, when we're playing the other stuff, like the band stuff, that you don't really get, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. People don't hear a line and they're like, I love that line. Like, nobody says that shit. But in that context, in that hip hop, in that kind of context, like, you say something dope and the crowd will respond. Yeah. So that was something, as soon as I got on and started performing, I was like, oh shit, this is lit. And and it made it easy after that. It made it easy after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a high and an excitement that comes with that you can't mimic like in anything else in life.
No. There's nothing else that will come close to that, for sure.
I mean, I've said it before. I was like, you do all of this work as an artist. You do all of this work, writing the songs, like even just thinking about the idea of the song, writing the song, getting in the actual studio, recording it, coming up with, like, whether it's just even coming up with the concepts before you even do everything else, like figuring out how you want to approach it, how you want to like make the bars fit or make the words fit. You do all of that just to be able, at least to me, just like, in a sense, kind of like just to get on stage. 20, 30 minutes maybe, whatever it is, however long you're up there, 5, 20, 30, whatever it is, whatever time frame you're up there, you all of that behind the work preparation just for like 5 minutes of letting people, or well, actually really however long the song is.
Right.
So it's like, 3 minutes. All that work, all those hours just to make that 3-minute song, just to be able to say like, yo, this is what I can do and show people. And I think that there's a lot of beauty that people don't understand that comes in creating a song.
Of course.
How do you guys like approach taking your produced songs and trying to translate them to the band?
That's a good question, because we dealt with that for the first time last week, and with this, like, just because here's the thing: when we were in the quarantine making these tracks, that are going to be coming out, and including the one that came out last Friday, we didn't think, we were asking ourselves that question, like, yo, what are we gonna do? Because we still want to play live. Drew is a fantastic drummer. Yo, if you need a drummer, hit him up, yo, for real. This guy can play his ass off any genre, for real. But Drewski on the beat, yo. But we were like, how are we gonna translate it? Because we couldn't conceive that, So even as you guys saw on the stream today, just having him play the 808 samples, kind of adding to the beat, and he was adding little accoutrement to what the actual beat was, So I think going forward, we're definitely going to incorporate that kind of thing more, just having him kind of add on to it, and even just, I'm sure from a crowd perspective, even seeing like him do that will add to it, So I'm confident in the future we're going to be able to grow in terms of the live performance with that stuff.
How do you feel about, like, all right, so I think on one side, it's cool you can use tracks, right? And you can try to get as close to the record as you can. So, like, if you have fans that, like, heard the record and now you're hitting live and they hear it and it sounds like the record, they're like, oh, shit, I know this. Like, I'm really vibing on this. But then you also have the aspect of, like, okay, we do have a live band. You know what I mean? There's, like, certain aspects that go into production that you can't always mimic with a live band because of that energy live. You can, like, ornament it or, like, take it in different directions. Like, I don't know the question I was about to ask, but you have those two like aspects, right? Do you guys have any thoughts on that approach? Those two approaches?
I mean, Drew, what do you think of that? Because I feel like that affects you the most in a way.
Like the difference between playing like the live drums versus like the 808s.
Well, that, but also like trying to get as close to the recording as you can, versus like, okay, we're hitting it live now. We can actually manipulate it a little bit differently.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Like when we play live, I definitely try to add my own little thing and not be exactly like the record, you know, and definitely try to add on a little spin, because, you know, why not? Yeah. You know, if you want to listen to the record, listen to the record. It's always going to be there.
For real, yeah.
That's facts.
That's the inner jazz edition right there, yeah. Like the records, to an extent, yeah, you have to like play the song, you know, like you got to play the song, sure, but you know, the record is there because that is the record. You know, we intended, like, you know, I feel like for the nature of a record, you intend that performance on the record to be that one. Yeah. So when we're playing live, it's like, all right, maybe Drew could throw in a different drum beat here because that's what we're feeling right now. You know, I feel like it's okay to like be spontaneous like that. Why, like, why limit yourself in a box? You know, like
that live performance is like a once in a lifetime thing per se. So it's like, why not do a different thing then? If they're gonna see that, then. You know?
Yeah, be in the moment and, you know, appreciate that moment. I mess with that. Yeah. We got a little thing from Devin wants to know, when y'all coming to Dallas? When y'all coming to Dallas?
Yo, anybody from Dallas, make sure you hit us up. Let us know like where you want them to perform at the venue. Maybe hit the promoter. Tell the promoter to get in contact with them.
Please hit the promoter. It'd be so easy for us.
As soon as the promoter gets in contact with them,
let's talk business.
Yeah, man.
It's all easy bread.
But no, with that said, we'd love to come to Dallas, and you know, we're talking. I'm not gonna lie, we're talking about things. We had a whole tour planned last year. We were gonna go. I love talking about this because I love the concept of it, but I hate it because it didn't happen.
Right.
But we were gonna go down to Florida. We had shows booked. We were gonna play we had every state booked up. It was gonna be crazy, and then obviously the shit went down. And because the thing is, we wanted to conquer the East Coast before we went that way, right? So we were so close. Sense, but now I'm kind of over that idea because we got so close, but we didn't. So honestly, to answer the question, probably soon. That's all I gotta say. Probably soon. Shit.
All right, so Dallas, get prepared because you know what, you might see Tropic Vibes.
You might
in your area. In your area. Please know that.
Also, shout out to Barbara who gave a very generous donation to the band, so that's what's up. You know, we have people pitching in.
Much love.
We got people pitching in, so definitely
I didn't even know you guys did that. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Hey, any donation that goes towards the band is definitely a great donation because you're helping assist artists do what they do, and if you love what they do, damn, I'm like, honestly, it's that simple. So show love if you can. Obviously, money's not always inquired, but you know what? I'm not gonna say.
Think about how your time was spent in the pandemic. You know, what were we doing all this time? You know, watching movies, listening to music.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of got a lot of people through.
We were consuming. You know, we're consuming content. You know, but a lot of the people who made the content were the ones that were hurting. You know.
So speaking of content, what is y'all? What is the show that you're on right now on Netflix or Hulu?
What are you watching?
What are you watching right now? People want to know sometimes what you watch.
Starting, guys.
Yeah.
You know, when you asked that, I was like, wait, we ain't shit. What are you talking about?
No. What show are you guys watching?
I know.
All right, so for me, this was like way back. It's not recent at all, but way back, like deep into the lockdown, I was catching up on The Walking Dead. So.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I stopped after what was it? After Carl, I think he was like dying or something.
When they busted his head.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you guys lost me. Like now you're just killing off famous characters like real easily. Like like no, he should have died taking on like 100 zombies and like getting down to the last one, and somehow that last one got him. Maybe.
Yeah,
but, like,
he turned into a savage, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. But like a lot of that stuff, I was like, come on,
that one
man.
got dark. Definitely got real dark.
Now I'm like, okay, I don't even know what direction you guys are going. I mean, obviously you can go in so many, but this is just you're losing your luster with this because the main characters are all dying.
Yeah, they're out of here, bro.
What is happening? So what about you, man?
It's actually, man, it's just such a different answer than what he said. Even yesterday, I was watching it. There's this documentary on Netflix about the college admission scandal that happened.
Okay.
You know when that one actress from Full House.
I was gonna say,
paid
Becky.
Becky. Yeah, she paid
Becky,
to get her kid,
why?
and they made a whole documentary. And the thing is wild because they have the transcripts of the phone calls from when they were planning it out. So they got actors to reenact that shit. It was, I'm just watching it. I'm like, yo, I can't believe these people did that shit, man. It's just fascinating. I like watching stuff like that.
So I'm gonna have to check that one out because that one sounds pretty interesting.
It's crazy, man. You watch it like, what the hell?
Yeah. So what about you, man?
Honestly, mostly stupid cartoons like South Park and Family Guy.
Okay.
And shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch cool shit like Black Mirror or Planet Earth.
Black Mirror, people, if you haven't watched Black Mirror, you need to watch it. I'm sorry, man. That is, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now, that show is a documentary. Do not let them lie to you. That entire show
It's not science fiction.
It is
It's
not.
just science.
It is pure. It is pure science. They are actually throwing it in our face, and they want us to think that it's fake. No, it is not.
I ran all the way through F is for Family. Yeah.
Oh, F is for Family is really good.
I just ran right through that
shit's
one.
funny.
Yeah, that was a good.
Yeah, F is for Family is really good. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty old school. Even my girl will tell you that, so I can't even deny it in any way, shape, or form. Right now, I am in between watching Star Trek. Because the pandemic, I was like, "F it, I'm just gonna go back and watch all." I want to go back and watch the shows that, as a kid, I used to see my parents see.
Right.
But as a kid, I was too young, so I never really understood it. I'd see Star Trek on TV, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" Well, as a kid, I probably wouldn't say what the fuck is this, but either way, I'm like, what is this? I don't understand this crap. This isn't whatever. Now I was like, you know what? Let me go back and actually watch this show. I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with the shit. I was like, yo, this show is actually amazing. I don't care what anybody says. Shit's great. So I'm between that and then Breaking Bad.
Yo,
classic.
I could go on.
I am not the type of person to watch a show that everybody's watching while they're watching it. Okay. So when Breaking Bad was a thing and everybody was watching it, I was like, nah, I'm good. You
waited long enough. Huh? You definitely waited long enough.
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
Yo, I say it's not a bad time to watch it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not.
Watch it again.
I think it's great.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I only seen one episode of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, how did that one episode got me?
You got 60 more to go, son.
That one episode, the first episode did get me. But I'm gonna throw this out there. Breaking Bad and what is that other one? What's the other one?
Star Trek.
No. Breaking Bad and
Black Mirror.
No, not Black Mirror. The show that was like Breaking Bad to me.
No, by the way, one of y'all got an Aunt Becky? Aunt Becky?
Aunt Becky?
I do.
You have Aunt Becky?
I mean, I do, but I don't know.
Is that your Aunt Becky?
No, not mine.
Pretty sure I don't got.
Pretty sure it's not her last name.
Damn, Aunt Becky.
Maybe somebody was talking about your Aunt Becky.
What happened to Aunt Becky?
I don't know. She said, "What's up?" She's the one who
Yo, what's good, Aunt Becky?
What's good? Shout out to Aunt Becky.
Shout out to Aunt Becky.
If it's my Aunt Becky,
if it's my Aunt Becky, hey, thank you for donating to the
you're
group.
The one who asked,
we appreciate it.
I know.
Big ups, Aunt Becky, yo.
Big ups.
Oh man, what was that? What was the one with? Oh my god, that movie. Oh, it's the TV show. Where I remember, I'll try and bring it up, but. Anyway, we'll move on to something different. Yeah, I'll bring it back up. Netflix has too many damn things on there that you can go on for years of your life and probably lose it.
Right. After you watch too many things for a while, you start to forget what you watched.
Honestly,
you really feel like, wait, did I watch that? Even though you invested 30 hours in watching it, you go like, oh, did I watch that shit?
The pandemic has ruined a lot of things for a lot of people.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. At the same time, I want to be somebody that does say I looked at the pandemic in the most positive way that I possibly could, even though everything that came out of it was not the greatest things in the world. But I believe that if you looked at anything, with the glass half full instead of half empty,
definitely.
I think your mindset was already in a good place to kind of go forward, especially as an artist. you kind of got to be there.
I gotta say, aside from the music and everything that we were heavy in during this pandemic, I spent a lot of time, with the family, and definitely had a lot of time to like sit down and like think things out. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
See what's important.
Yeah, definitely spend a lot of time fishing out there on the boat and on the ocean, whatever. So I'll like sit back and like really think about shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that helped me a lot. So in a way, the pandemic kind of helped me mentally.
Nice.
Yeah. So outside of music, what else helped? Yeah, what else helped you outside of music for the pandemic?
In terms of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Shit, man, just trying to stay active. I love exercising, so I was trying to do that every day. Like actually, and just trying to stay in contact with people. That's the thing, because for me, I'm the type of person that needs to like hang out with people. I need to see people. Like I love hanging out.
Yeah.
I guess everybody loves hanging out, but like I don't know. For me, that kind of environment is like where I would rather be in.
Okay.
So in terms of the pandemic, it was just making sure I'm staying in contact. Talking to people. I talked to a lot of people I haven't talked to in many years, which I'm sure we all had that. So that was definitely cool to have that opportunity.
Okay.
But obviously the biggest thing though was the music, I was I was practicing, I feel like my bass chops got a little better, which is good because it was kind of lacking a little bit. But yeah. So it's just all those things combined,
And what about yourself?
Yeah, same as playing hella drums, practicing guitar, piano, going on hiking a bunch, skating a little bit. Yeah. Just trying to be a little more active in the quarantine, not, be like a video game rat.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the quarantine made it real easy for all of us just to be able to, sit on our asses.
Yeah.
And literally just be like, outside's not safe, so you know what? I just can't go out and do anything. I just gotta stay inside and do nothing.
I'm so happy I'm trash at video games. Because
I
if
used to
I
really
was
good
good
at
at
Halo.
video games, I might,
I used to be really good at Halo. Snipers.
I'm trash. Boys tried to get me in the Rocket League.
What Rocket League?
Rocket League's like, it's kind of like soccer, but with race cars. You play like 2v2, 3v3.
Yeah.
Soccer, but with race cars?
Yeah, it's hard to describe. You gotta check it out. But
yeah, I've never heard of this. I need to figure this out because I am clearly not in the loop.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that one you could play on like anything. Pretty much,
it's
very available.
It's cross-platform.
Yeah,
cross-platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have an Xbox, but that's about it.
Hey man, keep it simple, yo.
Yeah, no, I don't even have the latest Xbox. I just have an Xbox just so I can use Netflix. So it's not even the latest one. But like, I'm not gonna buy a new one just so I can watch Netflix. That doesn't make sense.
If that's
I don't play video games. Not anymore, at least.
Bro, that's why you switched to PlayStation, man.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do with PlayStation? I'm not buying DVDs for the PlayStation.
You go watch Netflix on that.
Is it supposed to be better looking?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say, like, what am I trading it for?
It gives you clout, yo.
Whoa, I don't know. I'm more of an Xbox person.
All right,
I agree, bro. I agree.
Yeah, I'm more of an Xbox person. Like, to me, all right, the one thing I realized about PS5 or whatever, or PS4,
We're
whatever.
Get into this now.
No, it's fine. Competition.
Yeah, man.
The competition. Graphics on those PS games or PS systems, they're great. They're amazing. Some of them are better than Xbox. But competition. I literally have picked up a controller and played Call of Duty on a PS5 at one time. Mm-hmm. Hadn't played any PS games in a minute. Picked up the controller, ran through it live, like on live with it. I'll go play Xbox. It's real competition. Like, I feel like it was too easy, and I don't even know the controllers that well. I was like, I shouldn't know how to do this easily. I shouldn't be running through this many people this easily. On Xbox, I know the controls on Xbox. I still get torched sometimes. There are guys that are doing shit that I'm just like...
You're paid to play those games.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But I'm like...
Playing with the pros, yeah.
I don't know. Some people are more PS5 or PS people in general. PlayStation people in general. Cool.
Also, we got Halo. Just saying.
I feel like...
Whoa. Hey, yo, we're going to take him outside later and beat him.
He's challenging you to a Halo match right here.
I haven't played any video games in, like, I want to say it's been, like 3, 4 years. Honestly, I haven't played any, at least, like, a Halo or anything, like, online Like I fooled around and just played Grand Theft Auto one day just because I was like, oh, let me just see.
Why not? Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, halfway through it, I was just like, yeah, I just kind of want to throw some beats on and start working on something.
Yo,
I just gave
that's
up.
the big thing, yo, because I used to be huge into games, man. But then I when I play, I'm like, well, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
This is cool, but like I could be like practicing or working out or making a beat or like whatever, you know, like.
When did you make that like that shift or that like consciousness started to creep in?
For stopping to play video games.
Yeah. And be like,
Yeah, because I'm gonna say, because back in the day, when I was in college, I was definitely playing video games. Like, I'd stay up all fucking night.
I would say like the last couple of years of college, like the beginning of college, I was definitely playing heavy like shit. Like I was a big PC gamer, dude. So I had
the whole setup.
Yeah, exactly. I had a setup, and I guess that shit gets expensive, and you know. But I'd say around the end of college, like I don't know, and the thing is, there wasn't a singular event that happened. It just kind of was like slow, and then now I'm like, I'm not gonna play anything, you know. You know, respect though. It is what it is. Shit.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time when it lasted.
I didn't think I was gonna go to college, and when I got in, I sold all my video games.
Really?
I was like, I got a second chance.
That's baller, man. Damn.
I had
he
like,
gave up. He was like, yo,
I had
forget
PlayStation 2,
Wow,
Super
man.
Nintendo 64, NES.
You sold
You're
all
gonna
the
be
classics.
kicking yourself in
All
the
the
classics are
classics.
worth like $1 million
That's
next
fine.
year.
That's always gonna be the case. No, they're gonna. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. You know what I mean?
When the
But,
classic becomes $1 million next year.
But I
it's
could
gonna
have
be
kept, you know,
upsetting.
I could have kept the classics because I realized when I revisited those games, you can't really binge those games.
No, because they're too hard. First off,
They're too hard. They're not like they get kind of boring after a certain point. You know what I mean? So it's just like. But anyway,
Damn, dude.
some of these games now you can get lost in that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like you know,
it's like, nah,
it's another world.
I'm just chilling on it, yeah.
Hey man, so like I said, is there anybody else out there got any random questions they'd love to throw at us?
I mean, the in-studio audience.
Yeah, in studio audience as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, in studio.
Yeah, we're gonna ask our in studio audience right now to try and ask them to see if they have anything they'd like to ask the band. You know,
Shout out to Michael. Thank you for your generous donation to the band.
Hey.
We got some people pitching in.
bow, 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 Michael,
Yeah,
you
man.
are an amazing person. Please
Yeah.
understand that. Thank you.
Jeez.
But yeah, to our in studio audience, is there anything you guys would like to know? Anything random, as well? Please throw it out there. Let us know.
Do you guys have any funny gig stories, like any like crazy people that you like had to deal with, or
Or crazy tour stories,
Mm.
or show stories.
We had to.
We definitely do. Hold on, there's a lot of shit that happened out there.
There's a lot of stuff, yo, man. Shit.
Hold up. Oh, yo. All right.
All right, that's when you know it's gonna be good. That's when you know it's gonna be good. Hey, everybody pay attention. Tune in, because you know it's gonna be good. He started off with, hey, yo.
All right, let me tell you. Yo, so we played in Maryland, right?
Oh no! He came back.
I'm gonna go ahead and get right on this one then.
Yo, he came
So
back.
let me tell you. So we're having a good time. We pulled up, you know, did our
Having a
set,
great time,
whatever,
I'll say.
right? And I was surprised, yo. By the way, the place we played, this crowd was crazy. And before our set, you know, we're out here drinking, taking beers back. The other bands are buying it for us, like, yo, like when we're done, next thing you know, one motherfucker comes here with a fresh one.
Yo, it gets to the point while I'm playing, I'm singing. I'm like, no, you know, I'm singing, and somebody notices my beer is done. In the middle of the song, they just place it on the mic stand.
Yo, I kid you not. I
swear to God,
kid you not. There was a half beer and a full beer on my amp.
Yeah,
just
they didn't let
waiting
him finish his one beer.
Yeah,
They gave it another
yo,
one.
Oh, they were like, oh, let's help them out.
Yeah.
So,
So, anyways, nonetheless, so
You guys.
we played our shit.
I'm not drinking none of that. You see that shit real fizzy?
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
since when is a Jameson and ginger real fizzy like this?
Oh, man. But anyways, back to the story. So, yeah, we finished the set. We get back to the car. We're kind of like, you know, we're a little tossed, right? And we're like, yo, let's head back. We're hungry right now, but like, yo, let's just stop like midway at like this, you know, this big ass rest stop. And we're driving. I mean, like 30 minutes in, right?
well,
You know what I'm saying?
no, before that, we tried to go to Wendy's. And,
Oh!
and Wendy's was closed.
Yo.
That's all I gotta know. Wendy's was closed. Okay, so continue.
All right, yeah.
We went to the rest stop.
Wendy's was closed.
Wendy's
so
was
fuck
closed.
Wendy's. So
Oh, buddy.
we get over there, and
To the
there
rest
was a Dunkin' Donuts to the rest stop, right? We go to the bathroom, take a piss, whatever, and then we get online, and we're like, yo, we're so hungry, son. Let's order a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, just
So
a random ass Dunkin' Donuts in
Yeah.
Maryland at like 1 a.m.
So like,
Okay, was it? Hold on. You said it was like a rest stop. Was it one of the rest stops in Maryland?
Yeah, it was a rest stop, but there's a Dunkin' in the rest stop.
I think I might know which one you're talking about though, because I've driven too.
Yeah, I know the name. It's Maryland House Rest Stop. Yo, I know the name.
Yep, that's the exact one. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've definitely stopped there myself.
Right when you
definitely stopped there myself. Yep.
It's like right by like Joppa or something.
Yeah, as soon as you get in,
yeah. So we're ordering a bunch of shit. We're like, hey yo, Drew. Drew was out here saucy as fuck. And then, he was like,
let's go.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, Drew, you straight? He's like, yo. So he orders this shit. We're out here. They're like, they say this price, like, all right, you know, like 30 something, whatever it was. And we're like, all right, bet, I got you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm out here. I'm like, dig in my pocket, take it out. I'm like, okay, yo, got to get this credit card out. Then I'm like, yo. What the fuck happened to my credit card, son? I was like, yo, Ryan, bro. I don't have my credit card. I'm about to just cancel that shit. It'll be good. And then Ryan's like, all right, yo, bet. I got you, son. So he takes this shit out. He's like, yo, Anthony, bro. You won't believe it. I don't have my credit card either, bro. I was like,
we both left our tabs open.
We left our tabs open at the fucking spot.
We drank so much, we left the tabs
So y'all was like, yeah, we're good. We're out.
Yeah, that's it. We just dipped.
So we both had to cancel our cards right there. We called and we were like, oh, all right.
Yeah, bro. It was a whole situation.
Yeah,
man.
and then Drew had to pay because Drew paying for
it. Yeah, so shout out to Drew for that.
Good job for you not leaving your card at the bar too. Because that would have been, y'all would have been in a real problem.
Yeah. And we got pulled over before that and got a ticket. I forgot to mention that.
I was going.
Oh, Maryland ain't fun, man.
I was going 70, like 3 and a 65. I remember. I don't lie about that stuff. I was going a little bit over.
They'll do their best to get you for that 7 over.
And they saw the jersey plates and they're done.
Oh yeah. As soon as any state sees jersey plates, and like it happened to me when I was driving through Tennessee. I was driving through. It was literally like what 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is like midday rush hour traffic. Mm-hmm. The highway I want to say was 7 miles per hour.
Right.
So obviously you know how it is. The speeding lane, the middle lane, the slow lane. The speeding lane, everybody's going almost 90.
Exactly.
Right. Almost 90. Middle lane, it's going about 80, 85.
Right.
Other lane, 70, 75, somewhere around there. So I get over into the fast lane. I'm just cruising everybody. I was like, going 85. Some dude's coming up behind me, going stupid fast. I was like, okay, clearly I need to move. Now, mind you, I'm going like 80, 85.
Yeah.
I slide over.
So you slide.
I slide over into the right lane. Right? No, I signal and everything. Okay. I slide. He blows by me. Cop is sitting on the side with a radar gun on a motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, is he really flashing my car? As this guy is going by me. He had to be going almost 100. And I'm like, okay, no, he's not flashing me. He's not looking at me. Yeah. Oh no, hopped on his bike and chased me down. Was like, can't believe what you're doing out here.
That's what he said?
Yeah. I'm like, can't believe what I'm doing. What?
Can't believe what you're doing out here, son.
Yeah. Secondly, first of all, he reached in my car, snatched my keys out of my own thing, and acted like I was being reckless. So I was like, I don't know, it's Tennessee. I'm not gonna say too much about that. It's Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you're already giving me those type of vibes that I'm not liking. Then when I asked him how fast I was going, he lied to me twice. That's why I'm like, you have no idea how fast I was going. You just saw jersey plates just pull me over.
That's what it is, man.
That was it. You could have just said that and left it alone, man.
Yeah.
But don't bullshit me here and be like, oh, you was doing this. So I asked you a second time I asked you first time. Oh, how fast was I going? Oh, you was going 87. Okay, how fast was I going? Oh, you was going 79. What? I'm pretty sure these are 2 different numbers. But digressing. But yeah, I get what that is. I get that shit. So
yeah, they be like that, man.
Yeah. Dang, but that's crazy. So like,
it's always Maryland though. It's always that area. Even when we were driving down North Carolina, whatever. Not Virginia, we straight. North Carolina, we straight. It's always Maryland. Always.
Really?
Yeah.
Maryland really gives you all that much trouble. Dang, that's crazy.
I guess it's like that Baltimore, DC, like that entire area.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know everybody has their areas where they drive through where it's just like, yo, this is just not a good area for me.
Yeah, no.
Like it's just different for a lot of people. It's, like I've heard some people be like, yo, the Carolinas, like for some people I know, they're like, yo, the Carolinas just it ain't the area for me to drive through. Like for some people, it's like, nah, that ain't it. But yeah, man. So is there any other questions anybody else has had throughout the night? Anybody else said anything? Any questions y'all got?
Comments.
So I would like to ask y'all right now, what would be something that you would like to tell to your fans, anybody that's watching? What is one last thing that you would just like to leave with them?
I would say, I mean...
And plug all your stuff in that you need.
First off, I gotta say thank you for the support, not only to the fans who's watching, but to everybody in here. You know, really, over the last couple months, couple years too. You know, like really been feeling the love. I'm really trying to get this shit popping. You're really trying to bring it up to the next level. So generally, for everybody on the stream, thank you for coming, taking your time out of your Sunday night. You know, you could be watching Netflix like we were talking about. You could be playing video games. You know, you could be getting tickets in Maryland.
Hey, if you're getting a ticket to Maryland right now and watching us, cut us off. We don't want nothing to do with what you're doing.
They won't hear. But yeah, no. Generally, I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you.
Absolutely.
For supporting local music. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy coming up. Doing this music thing. You know, but we're trying. So with that said. If you want to check out what we're doing, we're really active on Instagram. That's probably our favorite platform. It's the handle is at Tropic Vibez Official. That's Vibes with a Z, by the way. Vibes with a Z. Tropic Vibez Official. We're also on YouTube at the same name, Facebook same name, and Twitter I believe is the same name as well. But Tropic Vibez Official, yeah. We're also on Spotify, all the streaming platforms. We just had a new single drop this past Friday. Wine and Rub. It was one of the songs we played over there. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Spread some love to that. All streaming platforms, Wine and Rub. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Really.
Word. Well, once again, VTX Live. Thank y'all for joining us. It has been an amazing night. We have been here with Tropic Vibez once again. Make sure you go ahead and run those numbers up on all the platforms for them because they deserve that energy. But yeah, make sure you tune in next week. We will have a new guest on 8 p.m. And again, VTX Live. And to all the VTX fam out there, we love y'all. We thank y'all.
Peace.
Good night.
Yeah.